Ay, 100%, 100%.
V-CiPz on the beat.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah.
Shawty wanna slide with the gang, we cause mischief. I'ma hit it hard like this 808 kick. 1, 2, 3 times like a fucking hat trick. I'm obnoxious, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm toxic, fuck your system up. This that Uno and V-CiPz. We get so motherfucking lifted. Baby, ride up on a spaceship. Just you and me, cause y'all in the atmosphere. Come smoke with me. Baby, come smoke with me. There's some shit that you ain't never seen. Oh no.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, you see me trying to party. I am uplifted, I be sipping on that cardi. I am uplifted, me and Neri gonna blow up. Whenever we at the party, we are gonna show up. I'll be chilling high right now, smoking Juicy J's. And I once had a song featuring Juicy J. Things fucking changed and I'm now just uplifted. Higher than a motherfucker, I'm so uplifted, yeah. Lifted, yeah. So uplifted, lifted, yeah. Uplifted, uplifted. I am uplifted, yeah.
V-CiPz on the beat.
Tryna make it through. I'm just tryna make it through. Yeah. Tryna make it through. Yeah. I'm just tryna make it through. Tryna figure what to do when you don't got your crew. Wonder should I go on still? If the love for me is real, I just gotta see it through. I'm just gonna make it through. Make it. Ever since you passed like and crashing, every angle trying not to step. Thankfully, you are my angel. I know you love me since they were your final words. I know you love me, so I'll treat you like the gospel person. Nobody thinks otherwise compared to you. No one otherwise enough to be persistent, this insistent, and so distant where we coexisted. Cause we had our problems. But that was back then. Back in the day. Now you're gone, and I need you. I miss you. So now I gotta make it through. Tryna make it through. I'm just tryna make it through. Yeah. Tryna make it through. Yeah. I'm just tryna make it through. Tryna figure what to do when you don't got your crew. Wonder should I go on still? If the love for me is real, I just gotta see it through. I'm just gonna make it through. Make it. Do I got friends there? Do I got real fam there? But I just miss you. I need you here, mama, so I can make it through. Tryna make it through. I'm just tryna make it through. Tryna make it through. I'm just tryna make it through. Tryna figure what to do when you don't got your crew. Wonder should I go on still? If the love for me is real, I just gotta see it through. I'm just gonna make it through. Make it.
No wonder I feel like crap. But it's It's friends like you, and of course...
V-CiPz on the beat.
Hey, happy birthday, you swinging dick. Let's get this party started.
27, turning 27, swerving since 11. I've turned 27, I'm 27, yeah, one step closer to heaven, I'm close to heaven. I'm 27, I'm 27, haven't learned my lesson, so don't ask the question. I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm 27, I'm 27, I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm closer to heaven, I'm 27, I'm 27, haven't learned my lesson, don't ask the question. I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm 27, I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm 27, going through progression, but through this recession, I'm feeling regression, I get the impression, you hate my expression, against your discretion, it's all an obsession, my goals, my mom, and those all on my mind, man, all of the time, man, just gotta let it out from inside, man. I'm now 27, the time of my youth has now ended its session. You all put me through suppression for my endeavors, for my life, and now I'm 27. I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm close to heaven. I'm 27, I'm 27, haven't learned my lesson, so don't ask the question. I'm 27, one step closer to heaven. I'm 27, I'm 27, I'm 27, one step closer to heaven. I'm closer to heaven, I'm 27, I'm 27, haven't learned my lesson, don't ask the question. I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm 27, I'm 27, one step closer to heaven, I'm 27. 27, turning 27, swerving since 11. I've turned 12.
V-CiPz on the beat.
Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it. Gotta taking everything right from under you. I'ma make it my way, even if I gotta take it from under view. I got goals, I got the drive, I don't wanna die inside, but I will if I'm alive with all my passions left aside. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it. Gotta take it. Falls apart every time that I take it. I just wanna make them proud while reaching my chosen fate. I wanna be myself, I wanna reach that wealth, but that's impossible as myself unless I just destroy my health. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, but I gotta take it. Life is what you make it, man, I gotta state it, gotta take it.
real true. Ay, 100%. 100%.
And I believe we are live. Let's go. Yo, what's up, everyone? This is V-CiPz. Welcome to the channel. We got the broadcast, episode 63. Hope you guys are ready. We got me and the homie Rob Regal. We're coming through to talk about a bunch of awesome topics tonight. We'll be discussing the Aloy controversy, how Bloomberg made an article about Aloy being the only protagonist that is... we'll get into that when we do. That's gonna be later in the stream tonight. We're gonna have Rob Regal on in about 2 minutes to get the discussion going for also Chrono, the remaster. There's been a lot of rumors going around about that for the past month, so we're gonna be diving into that, as well as the Cowboy Bebop Netflix anime adaptation, live adaptation. Basically was canceled, rightfully so. But now that there's a whole entire petition to make sure it stays canceled, because there's been rumors that they're trying to bring it back from being canceled, which for anyone who's watched it, you know how I feel about that. And then after that, we're gonna be just talking about some of our favorite games of 2021 to wind down towards the end. We're gonna first get into the Chrono stuff, but before we do any of the discussions, I want to give some shout outs to everyone who's here, because it's been about a week since my last live stream. So for those who are here, definitely I recommend you guys share the stream if you guys can. The link is in the chat. But let's get some hype for everyone who's watching. Shout outs to Manadorf, welcome to the stream, broadcast hype. Hell yeah. Shout outs to Manadorf, 1 year ref off Fuego in the building, and the first winner of the Metroid Dread giveaways that we've been doing, thanks to the one and only Astro off the chain who's in the chat, which by the way, Astral, let me hit you up with that mod wrench, because you definitely deserve that. And also, Astral, I believe since you have a wrench, you can now post links in the chat. So Astral, if you can get the link for the giveaway post that I made and post it in the chat for anyone who's here and interested, we have a giveaway for Metroid Dread Special Edition, thanks to Astral off the chain. He'll have the link in the chat for you guys to check out. If you guys want to check out the giveaway, I recommend to check out the link in the chat right now as it comes up, because we're going to be getting right into this discussion with Rob after a couple more shout-outs. Shout-outs to Gone Hunter, 1 year ref off Fuego in the building. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, Gone Hunter. Shout-outs to Demi Crow, Blue Badge Gang. Yeah, I watched Wild and Out, but that's cool. You got tickets gifted to you for when they're on tour. That's hype. And yo, shouts to Grubby K9, 1 year ref off Fuego in the building. 100% click coming through. We're 2 likes away from 10 like hype. And shouts to everyone who's new coming through, who's friends with Rob. Me and Rob have been friends for a long time. So if you guys enjoy the content that we have here, we just have lots of fun live streams here. I have a couple video series like the My Hot Take series, Spicy Me Reviews, What's Wrong with Videos, and other cool stuff where I talk about my thoughts on gaming, music, and that's another thing we'll be talking about later tonight too in tonight's stream. I do want to ask a couple good questions to you guys in the chat about too. So without further ado, shout out to Skits G. Welcome to the stream. 100% click in the building. 1 year ref off Fuego. Great to see you, Skits. We're going to get right into this call right now, yo. Me and Rob will be discussing the Aloy controversy with Bloomberg. We'll then be, first off, discussing Chrono Remaster rumors. Then we'll be getting into the Cowboy adaptation, the Aloy stuff, and then our thoughts of our favorite games of 2021, which you guys can let us know some of your favorites of 2021 too, as we get to that point later in the stream. But without further ado, let's start up the broadcast, episode 63, with the homie Rob Regal. Let's go. And thanks, yo. I appreciate it. Astral says I kind of liked it. Oh, man. All right, let's get this going. Hold up. I think I made a wrong call. I need to do a video call. There we go. Yo, what's good, bro?
What's good, Holmes? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I've been busy all day. I was running errands, man. I had to get fingerprinting done and shit. Oh
no.
Yeah, I got a new job starting next month, so I'm excited. So
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you must got a government jump. They're trying to get your fingerprint.
Man.
Talk to them in black. What's happening?
Oh well, it's actually better than that. It's better. It's definitely federal, but it's the good kind of federal. Which there's only one good kind. There's only one good kind. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, get that bread, young. That's the best part. That's the only part we worried about. You know, get that money.
Hell yeah. It's for some greenery, actually. Yeah, okay. So it's a good it's a high end job. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I can't wait. But yo, Rob, how have you been, bro? Welcome to the stream. And for those who don't know,
Hey.
Rob is a really dope content creator. Check out his YouTube and check out his Twitch. Follow and subscribe to him. He's about to hit a huge milestone soon. How about you get into that and some of the content that you provide? And you're also a member of the community here for everyone. And I've known you for a long time, for years, man. We've known each other for a minute now.
Yeah, man. We about to crack 700 on YouTube finally, which is crazy because I left that channel sitting there for the longest. A lot of y'all may remember me. If you ever was checking with the other gaming podcasts, I used to be on the Chillcast with Avedon Smith and Studio Nintendo and Your Player Too.
Yeah, they're the homies.
And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Chips and Sticks. And but after that, I kind of just let my YouTube sit there, and I finally got serious and started streaming here on YouTube Gaming, and it's been going well. You know what I'm saying? We made a jump in subscribers. So we at 690 right now. We're trying to crack that 700. At the 700, of course, we're gonna keep pushing towards 1,000. I'm trying to get them watch hours up.
It's all about them watch hours. All about them watch hours, man.
Exactly. Gotta get the watch hours. So we about halfway as far as the watch hours right now. We almost about halfway as far as the watch hours. 7/10 of the way with the subscribers, and we're gonna try to push for that YouTube partner. And I'm kind of rebranding the channel right now in a way, not like the content is changing, but just the content is expanding. So I was doing a lot of streaming, a lot of let's plays, some clips in there every now and then. But now I'm kind of scaling back on the streaming and only streaming on the weekends, so that now I can work on more uploaded video content. So I'm doing things like short reviews and things like just my random thoughts on certain things. Like I got a video coming out, even though I was trying to get it out by Christmas, but work had me too busy. About my favorite games that I got for Christmas, and those moments I had.
Like those moments in life that you got those nice, awesome gifts for Christmas, and that's actually a good topic. Actually, how about we ask the chat, for those who are here watching, if you guys had a favorite Christmas gift, a Christmas game that you got, let us know in the chat over the years what game that was. But
definitely drop that in the chat, man. And I also got a new joint because I just bought this Xbox Series S. So, I had to get some games for it. So I ended up getting NBA 2K22.
Dope.
And now I got a video that's going to be coming out. I'm finishing up the script for the video right now. But it's about why NBA 2K22 is actually a better RPG than it is a sports game.
Really?
That'll be coming out soon. And man, it's gonna be a lot more like uploaded and like topical type videos. It's gonna be fun. Like I feel like everybody kind of does these videos where it's just like gaming news. And it's like I like gaming news, but I have a 9-hour job. I work every day. Like I want to talk and have conversations with my community. So we're gonna start making videos geared toward that and still streaming on the weekends. Saturdays we play any of the newer games that I'm feeling, anything that came out the past 2 or 3 generations. And then Sundays it's always retro games. So
what I like best about that is the content that you're shifting to is like a similar shift that I'm starting to do, because you mentioned news related videos. And for those who've watched my content, like earlier in the year, I was much more focused on news related content instead of like my evergreen content, like how I would do like the hot takes videos and stuff, the what's wrong videos. And I've now been bringing that stuff back because they're evergreen content. You know what I mean? Like it's genuine content that you want to make and discuss about without having to worry about, oh, this news came out, I need to make a video right now, let me get out of work, go right into the bathroom at lunch, make a video off my phone. Like that's how people are.
That was the thing that made me want to change it up, because it was like I would get new games, they come out on Steam, and I'd be like, damn, this new game came out, now I need to stream it. But then I also don't really have time or energy to stream in the middle of the week because work has me so busy. So now I'm kind of missing that window. Now I kind of got it to where, okay, I don't need to rush to stream. I can just, when I got the energy, I'll play it, I'll record some clips from it. Shout out to Replay Buffer in OBS Studio. You don't gotta record the whole jank, just grab your little 2-minute clips. I can go ahead, write a script, and then make a video off it. And in that video, the topic of it lasts longer than just the moment. And I feel like a lot of people in the gaming community, as far as here on YouTube, they kind of dealt with that, because you had there was just a wave of gaming news podcasts over the past few years, and that became like the wave to ride. And they realized like YouTube isn't built for that. YouTube is built for content that keeps lasting. People can find it years and years later, and it's more comfortable for the creator. It's better on our mental health. It's better on our physical health.
It definitely is better on the mental health shift. For sure. It definitely is. I can't remember how many times, like earlier in the year, it's like, this news just came out, I'm awake for some reason at 4 a.m. I might as well
Yeah.
stay up and make that video.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
literally
when
how
they
it'd be.
changed up the Xbox Live Gold, and
Yep.
they announced that it was no longer needed gold to like talk and play multiplayer battle royales and stuff like that. They announced that during at like 1 a.m. I'm like,
Like, really?
well, I guess I'll make a video about it. Like I'm already awake. I
Yeah.
might as well make a video about it. But that's not healthy. That's
It's
not a
not.
healthy way to maintain doing things. So, and I've never really cared heavily about gaming news. Like it's stuff that like I got an iPhone 13 Pro Max
Yeah.
and I got a Google Pixel 4a. So on my Google Pixel, you can swipe to the left and boom, you got all the news that came out that day. I'll scroll through there and check out the news casually. But I
Right, just
wasn't
scroll.
like,
Not like
oh my god, no, this news
double
came out. I
finger
gotta be on top
scrolling.
of it.
Like, yeah. Definitely
Yeah, I've
not.
never been that way. Never been that way. So it's like I find them more of a niche in making content that works the best for me, and that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, you gotta make what you're happy about. It's like being a recording artist. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah.
make music that you ain't really feeling because how everybody else gonna feel it.
Exactly.
You know?
They won't be able to if
So-
you're not feeling it.
Exactly. So yeah, man, it's the same thing. I apply the same rules as when I made music. I apply it to creating on YouTube now or streaming anywhere. You know, me leaving Twitch was about me not being happy with Twitch. So
Yeah.
you know,
For me personally, my experience with Twitch, like I Twitch streams I enjoy better when I'm not doing as like a multi-stream. Cause like there's times
Right.
where I stream across both platforms, but like
Mhm.
I know you can use certain apps to look at the whole chat, and like I've tried using
Yeah.
those, and I would have many issues like trying to keep up because it would show the automated message multiple times, and it would just flood
Mhm.
the whole chat, and it's like there's only like a couple dozen people here. It shouldn't be missing
yeah,
messages.
I don't believe in restreaming, and I think it's a great tool if you can keep up with it. It works for some people. I don't believe in it because I feel like you want to build your community, and make sure that it's tight knit. And when you kind of spread it around, you give it a chance to pick up a couple more people. But the difference in the change and how it's growing isn't that vast. And I'm saying that as somebody who streamed on Mixer, I've streamed on
Facebook.
YouTube, I've streamed on Facebook gaming, I've streamed on, you know what I'm saying, Twitch. On Twitch, I'm an affiliate. I got almost 600 followers over there. On here, I got 690 subscribers. I got 2,000 something on Facebook Gaming. Like
Yeah.
I've been able to grow. I had almost a stack on Mixer. I can grow anywhere I go, but the point that I needed to figure out was where am I happiest with.
Yeah.
So when Mixer got shut down, it was like I'm gonna be happiest on YouTube because
Yeah,
Twitch.
and
I just
Mixer
don't.
was
I
one
don't
of
like
your
Twitch
biggest
stuff.
platforms too. Like I know you
Yeah.
were all in on that too.
Yeah, I love Mixer. I mean, I did love Mixer. Before I knew all that stuff that came out when they got
Right.
shut down, all that stuff that people
Yeah.
was talking about, slave master stuff, I will slap them.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
will slap the crap out of them. But other than that, before that, I loved Mixer because Mixer was the platform is all about make your content. If the people come and see you, they're going to come and see you and they're going to
Right.
support. And it's just as simple as that. I'm not into all the politics. I'm not into all the BS. I'm not into all the, this person doesn't like that person. That don't got nothing to do. I'm a grown man. I've been out of high school for 16 years now.
Right.
16, 17 years. I'm turning 34 in February. I graduated high school when I was 17. So I don't really be into all that drama stuff. So
Yeah.
that was another reason that kind of made me like not get too invested on Twitch. But my biggest issue with Twitch don't got nothing to do with that. It's just their business practices.
Yeah, I'm not
I
a
don't
huge fan of
believe-
Twitch's business practices either.
Yeah. I don't believe in any platform saying that they should take 50% of your sub money, 50% of your gifted subs, and 90% of your ad revenue, and then claim to give you 100% of your bits, and they really don't. Like they're
yeah.
actually taking 15% out of that. I think YouTube's cuts are way more fair, 70-30 all across the board. The creator gets 70. That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
That's almost like music business stuff. Facebook got the best rates, but Facebook is just a harder place if you're not if you're a variety creator. It's hard on YouTube or only on Facebook gaming. It's harder over there because it's so battle royale and sports heavy. But if you can carve a niche and do it there, that's the place to do it. You're gonna make the most money there. So there's pros and cons to every platform, every single platform. You just gotta be willing to do the research and be willing to do what you feel is best for you instead of being pressured by others to make that decision.
Right.
So,
And
And
that's
that's a word
something
to
a
every
lot of
creator.
small creators definitely need to know that too, especially.
Yeah.
So if anyone here is
Yeah.
a starting creator, definitely take that info to heart, honestly. But
Yeah,
yo,
yeah. If you just starting and you trying to figure out what you want to do, try everywhere out. I promise you. Like it's you never know what's gonna work for you in one place and it's not gonna work there. It's not gonna work in the other. Like I know people that were partnered on Twitch
right.
and then stuff went wrong. And then they went to Facebook gaming and they're making the bag now and making the content that they want to make. You can do whatever. It just matters about your community. It matters about the content you're making. And a lot of people don't like looking in the mirror to figure that part out. What am I doing wrong with my
that's
content?
the hardest part for most content creators is
Mhm.
looking at their own work after the fact
Mhm.
and like actually constructively critiquing it. Like what, like for me, like one of my biggest things like that I've had an issue with is my thumbnails, because there's times where my thumbnails, they do look amazing, and then there's times where I think they look good. And I'm like, why did this video not perform well? Then 2 months later, I'm like, man, I didn't do a decent job on that thumbnail. Probably could have done better. Like, it's one of those things where you don't realize it till later sometimes too. Where like as a creator, you think it's good.
How much research into thumbnails, like as far as what works, have you done?
For me personally, it really depends. It's very situational, especially with the way the channel's been this past year, because of the way I would structure my timing of how I do thumbnails. Because what I do now is I now make the thumbnail before I make the video, which is something I just started doing. Doing it after the fact is wrong, because if you do it beforehand, you take the time to make it the best possible looking thumbnail, get ideas and inspiration from other thumbnails that if you need help understanding how to align things, symmetry, asymmetry even, and by doing so you'll be able to create a thumbnail that looks eye appealing enough that will have people clicking on it. Like for example, I dropped a video on my V-CiPz channel. It was a reaction video to Jaden Animation's recent Nuzlocke that she did with Heartgo Soul Silver with Alpharad, and I did the thumbnail first before I started editing the video. I took a screenshot and started editing, and the thumbnail was definitely one of my best looking thumbnails to date, and it shows. It's got over 1,500 views in a week. And the other videos on the channel do pretty well too, like in a couple hundreds. Like the V-CiPz channel, like it's only videos over there, like gaming videos, and like I mentioned before about the news thing. Well, I like doing that kind of content, but I wanted to separate it from my original content. So that's why
Have you ever
I did that.
studied color theory?
Yeah, I did in college. I studied color theory. I even had an art history class I took too around that time. But
we're like one thing I definitely notice is if you can definitely try to minimize the reds in the thumbnails, because it makes it blend into YouTube even more.
Oh, the
you want
reds,
stuff that's gonna stand out. So you want more blues, more oranges, more greens,
more yellows,
things of that nature, if it's possible. So I definitely noticed the difference in performance when I did that.
Right.
Bright colors, they stand out more.
Yeah.
So,
even like a neon teal or something, like just colors that aren't red, because it makes sense. Even like thumbnails that are gray too, because the gray background, like going for gray isn't good. I know I've had good experience with the white color thumbnails too, like just a white color background, just some font and an image, and that's it. Like, and I got like 5,000 views. Like, so like it really depends. Like, it definitely depends. Like I don't use YouTube on the regular mode. I use it on dark mode all the time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's too bright. Like literally, it literally is burning my eyes if I ever do that.
I dare anybody in the chat right now, go to Twitter and turn your Twitter from dark mode to light mode right now and see if you don't end up blind. I promise you. And I'm not responsible for any medical bills. I'm letting you know that right now.
Oh, I know.
I'm not Casa Permanente. I'm not covering that.
Nindy Gamer in the chat with a great point also. Because he has 2 channels with some dope content on both of them. One trick with thumbnails is to avoid putting stuff on the bottom right corner, because the timestamp covers it, and that's very true. That's very true. The way it is.
If I put anything in the bottom right corner, it's literally the little like live timestamp for my stream thumbnails, because I don't mind that being covered. Other than that, I don't put nothing in that bottom right corner.
And see, that's the thing is like they used to have the live on the top left, but they changed that within this past year. So I need to start changing the way I would do my thumbnails for live streams where I would cover live events like Tokyo Game Show. Because I didn't realize it until I was doing Tokyo Game Show where they changed it. I was like, oh crap, I have it on my thumbnail where there's a live button on the top left. And when people see it on YouTube as live, that I've been streaming for like 3 hours, it's on the bottom right also saying live. So it just, I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like a double ad on top of it.
I mean,
like
annotations. If it makes them buy the product. If it makes them buy the product.
That's true too. If it makes them click.
You was going crazy with that Tokyo Game Show joint. I don't know how you was pulling that off.
This year, yeah.
You was up early. I was like, nah, man.
I woke up at 3. I woke up at 3 to be ready by 4.
Nope. I gotta clock into work every day at 8 a.m. At 3, I am knocked out. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't say nothing to me. I'm throwing something at you to wake me up at 3 o'clock. It's real.
yo, I used to work another federal job, but it's actually like a shit job, not like a dispensary job, like which I'm gonna be doing. But like I used to be like boxes, post office type shit. Yo, that shit was putrid, awful. You'd wake up at midnight to go to work for 1, and you'd stay there till 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you my worst one. I used to work for. I actually just mentioned them a couple minutes ago, but Kaiser Permanente health company.
Oh yeah.
And I'm living in Maryland, right outside of DC. I live like 10 minutes outside Washington DC, right? And the office I had to go to was all the way out Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh.
So I had to wake up like 4 a.m., shower up, get dressed, grab a little something to eat, hop on the train. I take the train from near my house all the way down in the VA.
Oh.
Then I had to catch a bus. Then I had to catch another bus.
And
then I had to walk. And that was a 3.5 hour commute each way every day.
Oh.
Never doing it again.
God.
Never doing it again. Since then, every job I've ever had has been work from home.
Yeah, I would never travel that far. Like, I know some people, they travel 2 hours a day to work and back. And it's like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I got a homie. I got a homie named Raven who do that joint every day, 2 hours to work. I'm like, nah, dog, never again.
Like,
never
especially
again.
if you're already
That
working
was
8
good,
to 10.
but-
If you're already working 8 to 10 hours, though, like that, the extra 2 hours back and forth is 4 hours of your day wasted.
Yeah. When I would get home from work, I wouldn't have time to do nothing but eat and go to sleep.
Yeah, man, and that's the one thing. Like with this new thing I'm about to be doing, it's 4 days a week, so I don't have to worry about shit. Like 10 hours a day.
Hey,
so.
four is not bad at all. I work 5 days, but I work 9 hours a day, so it's 45 hours a week. Good money. This is my highest paying job I've ever had, so I'm not mad at it. It cuts into the energy of working. I mean, working on content. That's why
doing stuff that you enjoy doing.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. And I for what they're paying me, I'll make that sacrifice because I can still stream on the weekends. And even if I get off work and let's say I want to take a couple hours nap when I get off, I can work on a video when I wake up and then go back to sleep. So, you know, like you gotta make it work for what works best for you. So.
Yeah, and in the chat, when you were talking about dark mode, Mandorf says facts. Gotta use dark mode on any website app it's available on. Literally, like because like it's too bright when it's the regular
Way
mode.
Too bright.
Wait, as Grubby Canine said, and then Roggy Froggy says that's why I chose the color purple and orange, and of course green for my logo. For it pops. Got more views when I did that. Yeah, that's
Very
definitely
small.
a good case too, and it's definitely helped you out. I know your channel's been growing a lot also, but you know what's something that definitely deserves to grow? The Chrono series, Chrono Cross.
Let's go.
Got rumors.
W segue.
How
W segue.
How to make it work, which is also what you said. But anywho, we got Chrono Cross rumors, and I know you're a big fan of the Chrono series, and for me personally, I love Chrono Trigger, but as a kid, I never got to play Chrono Cross, so this would be my personal first opportunity to get to go into Cross. I've played Trigger dozen times, but Cross, I haven't had the chance to play. I could always do it on an emulator, obviously, but like I ain't trying to do that with that, especially now with these remaster rumors. Like I ain't doing that.
Listen here, for everybody watching. Don't feel bad about emulating. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my one stance on
preservation.
It.
I have my arms up too. Preservation.
Like I fully understand. You know what I'm saying? The whole support the company and all that. But when these Bammers took away the Nintendo Virtual Console away from us,
oh yeah,
look, man,
I'm still mad.
Play
about
how
it.
you gotta play, dog. That's all I gotta say. Play how you gotta play. If we still had the Virtual Console, I might be on some. Hey, man, just get it for cheap on the Virtual Console. Do what you gotta do. If PlayStation was actually giving an option for us to go back and play PS1 games like they used to, then I would support that. But just play the games how you need to play the games. I don't care if it's emulated. I don't care if you bought it. You got physicals. You got digitals. Play the game. And I say this to somebody. You see behind me on my shelf. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
You got your physicals.
I got my games, but
I got all my games
how you gotta play.
In these drawers right beneath the desk here.
Yeah, like
so.
Do what you gotta do.
I have everything right here.
Like at the end of the day, we here to play video games. But
exactly,
Chrono Cross Remaster.
I want to know your thoughts, man. Overall, what are your thoughts of any of the rumors? If you've heard them directly, or just your thoughts if we do get a remaster, how you think that they would do it, and just your thoughts overall. And anyone in the chat, let us know your thoughts on the Chrono Cross remaster.
Yeah, definitely in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. For me, I like the idea of it. I've heard a lot of mixed information though, because they had that little teaser with that mobile game that came out. They put like some Chrono Cross characters in it. I ain't know if that meant if that was going to be, that's just what that is, or if they're really going to do a full remaster. That being said, if any game is worthy of a remaster, it's Chrono Cross. Right. I actually have that on my list of games that I want to get remastered. I got Chrono Cross.
Right.
I got Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Shout out to the homie Avedon coming through to the stream, hanging out. And actually has joined to become a member of the community. Shouts to Avedon. Welcome to the 100% Click. You get your invite to the Discord and all that good stuff as always. How have you been, Avedon? Welcome to the stream. Chill Squad in the building. Hell yeah. In the building. Let's go. And make sure everyone...
Squad, brother.
Hell yeah. Make sure everyone gets those emotes in the chat for Avedon. How have you been, man? Hope you've been doing good. I know you've been taking your time off from a lot of social media, so I definitely been doing a lot of that myself too, and it's been helping in spades. I hope you've been doing good, man. Hope you've been doing good, bro. Shout outs. And Daniel says, I just want it to be good and not $60. Well, it's definitely gonna be 60.
It's gonna be 60. I don't know why you'd even fool yourself to think.
Yeah, this isn't like Trials of Mana where it's 40.
If it's at best, I was gonna say at best you may get 40, but it's probably gonna be 60 if they remaster this jam. I want Chrono Cross. I don't even want a remaster. I want a remake of Xenogears.
We need that. Necessary. That's very necessary.
We need a remake of Xenogears.
I literally just replayed it the other day. It's so fun, man.
With the second disc the way it's supposed to be.
Well, that may be asking for a lot. That may be asking for a lot from
No, I need it. I need us to be able to play through the second disc and not just reading text. Okay? Squaresoft.
I don't know.
I'm not even talking to the Enix side. Enix, you stand over there real quick. You out the conversation.
Enix stays over there with the Marvel games.
Square. Matter of fact, Enix, you stand over there. Monolith Soft, come over here. You over here. I need the second disc where I can play it.
Now.
I need to play through these events instead of watching Fei Fong Wong sitting in a chair with light on him. I need to play through the events. Then my remake will be what it needs to be.
Well,
thank you very much.
That's if they do a remake instead of a remaster, just in general.
Man, no, it gotta happen. If y'all not gonna do Chrono Cross and not do Xenogears, okay? I will tear some stuff up.
I don't think they're gonna do Xenogears. Like, listen, I love Xenogears, but that's not happening. They have to pull a lot of strings to make that happen.
Secret Lab, I love your chair. If they don't remake freaking Xenogears, I'm throwing this chair.
I don't think it's
Squaresoft.
Okay, well, I don't think it's their fault.
It don't matter. Somebody gotta catch this work. That's what matters. Okay, it's been too many years. I got grievances. I'm allowed to have grievances. Okay,
we gotta hit them up.
Every time I play Xenogears, I feel that pain again. Y'all left me with this pain, Square. Okay, I deserve better. I've been so loyal to y'all. Do you understand this, Square? How loyal I've been to y'all?
They may not understand.
Y'all out here just treating me like what's her name? Like Steve Harvey daughter. You just treat me like Steve Harvey daughter right now. Lori Harvey, yeah. Yep. Like you just treat me like I'm just disposable.
Well,
Going to the left,
Well, no
I don't
wonder Square
appreciate it.
Enix has just been acting like Future with a lot of its game releases too. It's been trash, but like Balan, Marvel, but
Listen, man. If y'all give me Chrono Cross, you gotta give me Xenogears. And if you don't, I'm pulling up. And that's all I gotta say. Understand those words. I'm pulling up. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Square.
Abaddon says, "What it do, fam? I'm back. Hello, in New York currently, laying low. Nice, man." And Demicro says they ain't doing Xenogears anytime
New
soon, but they
Yorkers.
could. Oh yeah, of course, you're from New York. Hell yeah.
All y'all New Yorkers. I love New York, man. I got a love-hate relationship with New York. So
Yeah,
New York is like the exact opposite of DC. So
Yeah.
it's like I love y'all, but y'all also be like blowing me sometime. But it's all good. Like I still love y'all.
hold up. You guys want to see how New York I am? Hold on.
All right, here we go.
All right, I got these super. Like it's the only thing I got for Christmas. These
Oh man.
fire, all black Tims.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's Black
You a
Air
New
Force
Yorker for real.
energy, but Tims.
You were definitely a New Yorker, dog.
Yo, literally all
That
I
joint came
wanted.
with a free chopped cheese, huh?
It came with a free chopped cheese. It gave me a
I
free
know
king size candy bar, and also a nice shake too, right from the corner
Wow.
store.
Wow.
A little bit of everything.
They put like 200 on your.
And a
they
pack
put 200
of
on your Metro card too, huh?
yeah, and a pack of raw rolling papers too.
Oh man.
And zigzags.
Wow.
And zigzags. Oh, but yeah.
That's New York for real, yeah. Y'all want to know how DC I am? Listen to me talk. That's all you gotta do right there. Just y'all know
Yep.
this Bama from DC, yeah. Anytime I talk.
Exactly, bro.
By the way, Gone Hunter, I peep what you said. Don't worry about it, man. Like you ever come through, you come through, and it's all good. And if not, still all good. You know, the content gonna get made, the vibes gonna stay positive.
Exactly.
It's all love, yeah.
And there's always the playbacks too, so things are always on the internet, so you guys
You
can
feel
always
me?
check it out and whenever you feel like.
me? I'm
yeah.
not a numbers guy anyway. I even felt weird earlier just talking about the fact that we about to crack 700 subscribers over there.
Yeah,
Like,
which
numbers
that's
is numbers.
crazy.
At the
Y'all
end
should
of the day,
subscribe. Link in the chat.
I
to
just
the homie Rob.
like creating. I just like entertaining, man. Whoever's there, we gonna rock out. And if you ain't, you know, maybe one day we'll see.
Yeah, one
So,
day,
yeah.
day, some people will learn to rock with us when they
Yeah,
get the
man.
groove going. When they feel the groove, that's usually how it works. Once other people feel that
Listen.
groove, they want to join the party. Whether the party happens now or years later when the party's more popping, people will get the
Once
groove
they
when they
underdig-
start vibing. Once they start vibing,
Once they underdig when I'm overlaying on the underlay, they'll know.
oh,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Yo, for those who are watching in the chat, let us know some of your thoughts of that Chrono Cross remaster. Me personally, I would love to play it because, as I mentioned, I've played Chrono Trigger plenty of times, but not Cross. So getting the chance to experience it myself for the first time, whether I play it on any platform, PC, PlayStation, Switch, doesn't matter. I need it. I need it.
Right.
Chrono Trigger is a 10 out of 10.
Now, here's the
but
thing, though. Going into Chrono Cross, you have to look at Chrono Cross as its own game.
Yep.
That's the one thing I gotta tell you. You gotta look at it. Don't go into it thinking Chrono Trigger sequel. Go in there thinking this is Chrono Cross.
So it's a separate.
Go in there.
Separate.
Yeah. If you like it, because there is a sequel, but the way they did it, it's just look at it as its own game. That's the best way to put it. As its own game, it's beautiful and it's amazing.
Right.
If you go in there expecting Chrono Trigger 2, you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
So
and I don't want that for you.
Similar to a Xenoblade Xeno 2 thing. Basically.
Just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. Just like the whole Xenoblade is nothing like Xenogears. Xenosaga is nothing like Xenogears. You know
That's
what I'm
true,
saying?
too.
So you gotta look at it that way. You know?
All right.
Like,
Well,
you just gotta
I could definitely do
appreciate it for its
that.
greatness.
I could definitely do that then. Because for me personally, like I liked Xenoblade 1 and then Xenoblade 2, I actually loved it more. So it depends.
Xenogears is still the greatest Xeno game to me to ever exist.
Yo,
so.
Xenogears 1. Like just Xenogears.
Yeah.
Like it's just so
that's the
damn
one for me.
good. Like
'Cause
people have to play it. Like I've been replaying it on my Ambernic, so I've been playing it handheld, playing it around the house. Like it's been the best. Like if that game was on Switch, I'd pay for it. I know you
That'll
probably
never
would
happen.
if you. Oh,
That'll
yeah,
never happen.
But
It'll never happen.
But you think a remake or a remaster would?
I would, but that's what I'm saying. I want it to happen. I don't 100% believe it's going to happen. I just want it to.
I
It'll-
agree with
it'll
Abaddon.
never
A
happen.
Mario RPG remake, I would want that, but that's not happening.
Mario RPG remake, I could see that. I could actually see that happening though.
Really?
The Switch is so successful right now. Square is doing well enough that I could see them agreeing to do that.
Right.
I could see them remaking that. That has way more of a chance than Xenogears, only because the people that were working at Square left and created Monolith Soft.
Right.
So you got to get that team to meet in the middle with Square Enix and say, "Give us the opportunity to do this again." Now you could. It's possible, but its likelihood is on the level of Bethesda and Obsidian making, you know what I'm saying, Fallout New Vegas. It's like that type of thing where you can't predict it happening. It would just happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Kingdom Hearts. They just randomly met in an elevator and boom, Kingdom Hearts is
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy, you know, meeting in elevators. That's like, I'm not going to crack the joke. I'm going to hold that back. Anyway, I had a joke. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold that one. I'm going to leave that one for my stand-up routine. Anyway, but yeah, man, the best things happen with those unexpected moments like that.
Right.
But the thing is, you can't predict it. There'll be no way for me to accurately predict that happening. All I can do is want it to happen. Yeah. I just need to tweet them once a month and just see if it eventually comes into fruition. And that's what's going to happen. You know, apparently I'm pretty good at doing things of that nature. Apparently, like, I got people on Twitter right now blaming me for John Madden dying. Did you have?
Yeah, I saw that, and I literally liked your tweet when you responded to when people first were saying that. It's like, what are people? Listen, some people like there's crack, and then there's like the stuff that people smoke on Twitter.
I'm not mad at it because I'm not mad at it because the people who were saying it, like, I know all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all cool. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, damn, that was really unfortunate timing.
The chance that happens, like, let them know for those who don't know the whole story and context, but like the timing is just wild.
As I mentioned, on Christmas Eve, I got an Xbox Series S, right? Now, for my Xbox, what I usually do is, because most games I play on PC, so if a game comes out on Game Pass or whatever, I get it for Game Pass for PC, anything like that. But for sports games, I never do sports games on PC. So I usually get those for the Xbox. Right. So Madden, 2K, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get on my Xbox.
FIFA,
I went ahead and I bought... Exactly. And I bought Madden. So Madden was literally downloading to the console, and I just put out the random thought, because I'm thinking about licensing, and I'm thinking about the fact that John Madden is old. And I'm like, hey, man, are they still going to name the football games Madden when John Madden passes away? Just a random thought. Don't mind me. Random tweet.
And you literally said that last part, too. That last, like, it was all just...
I said it on Saturday. And then I look up yesterday, and John Madden passes away. Now people are tweeting me talking about, look what you did, Rob.
Like you put this into the ether. Look what you did. You put this in the ether. Now look what it said. It responded.
You know what I'm saying? Acting like I put rat poison in that man's Kool-Aid or something. I'm like, it wasn't me.
No, they're acting like you took his last life force energy and let him perish.
All I did was ask a question about business practices. That was it. I just don't know I don't know whether John Madden or EA Sports owned the rights to the name Madden. So when he passed away, I didn't know if they changed the name to just NFL 22 or whatever it may be.
They may end up doing that, maybe. I don't know. But
that was the thing. I just didn't think he was going to die. And then 2 days later, he dies. And now everybody looking at me crazy. Like, I did it.
What do you guys think in the chat about that? Because that's a pretty wild story.
I know how I feel about it.
Oh, well, obviously.
Rest in peace, John Madden.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Rest in peace, John Madden. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil, for real. Shout out to all the fallen soldiers, man. Rest in peace, DMX, real live. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I still think DMX is one of the best albums of the year, but no one wants to agree with me on that.
Oh, his new album?
Yeah, his popular album.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's one of the best, but I do think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Oh no, he's definitely one of the greatest. But like me personally, I felt like it was a top 5 just for me. I know everyone has their own
album.
Yeah,
you thought that album was one? I feel like that.
I liked some. It definitely felt like I can understand the feeling of it being rushed, but some of the songs on there I liked. I liked a couple of the tracks. The one with Snoop Dogg is really good. I like that one a lot. The one with Lil Wayne is pretty good too.
You know what?
Past songs.
It's really hard. Hey, I'm gonna tweet about you tomorrow, Avadon, just because you said that. Feel like nowadays we live in an era where there's just too many albums dropping on a regular basis for me to even come up with a top 5. There's so much good music coming out nowadays, and I think that's a testament to the music industry and how much it's changing because so many artists are putting out. Yeah, and but it's a good thing and a bad thing, but it's a good thing because a lot of artists are available. They're able to put out music independently without dealing with a label, so they can just choose when they're going to drop. They can get their money and do it that way. So I think that's a good thing. The bad part is, it's just too many. We need more doctors. You know what I'm saying? We need more teachers.
Oh, we definitely need more teachers. Did you hear? I think it was Michigan. They now have people who just have a high school diploma being substitute teachers. Yeah. Which is,
and I'm cool with that.
I think that's a good thing because people need the roles because there's no one working. So
yeah,
it's good that they're just hiring people like that. They have to do it.
Everybody was just trying to be a rapper, and it was people that didn't need to be a rapper. You know
no,
I'm saying that as somebody that was a rapper. Like I'm saying that as somebody who was a rapper. Everybody don't need to be a rapper.
The problem I had was like there was people I know who were like fabricated as fuck. Like they lived in the rich neighborhood, their parents had all the money, so they paid for them to have a nice studio in the basement. Oh, I know, but that shit always pissed me off, man.
That's always been the case, young. You can't even bother getting. Listen, rap is just like wrestling. It's there to entertain you. Don't even get fazed by that, man. Because I promise you're gonna meet your hero and you're gonna get disappointed. Don't hold on to that, young. I'm trying to tell you, with somebody I've met. I'm not going to say no names. I've met a lot of the rappers you see on TV and radio just through my own performing at shows and on festivals and stuff like that. Do not meet these people in person because you're going to get disappointed. Just enjoy the music
and leave it at that. Yeah.
And if they really horrible, don't listen to their music. You know what I'm talking about, the R. Kellys and such. Like don't put no money in their pocket. But if you're just looking for them to be super real, don't invest in that too much. Look at them as they are. They are entertainers,
And I think the same can be said for content creation too, in some regard also. Because for me personally, I try and look at everyone as equals. Like if I were to meet Kendrick Lamar one day, I'm not gonna go, "Oh my God, Kendrick Lamar, you're my favorite." No, I'm just gonna go, "Yo, what's up, Kendrick? Good to meet you, man." I'm the type of person where I always like look at everyone as an equal, like regardless of whether someone's more successful than me, whether someone's less successful than me. I don't care about that. Everyone is a human being, and everyone deserves an equal amount of respect.
I feel like people look up to people too much.
Yes,
I feel like that's a real thing. Like if we live in a generation where everybody's my cat got hair on my hat. Anyway, I feel like people are they're looking up to people way too often instead of looking at themselves and using that as their motivation for how they want to change their lives and everything. They're looking at relationships and like, oh, I want a relationship like those two famous people, or I want to make money like this person, or I want to be famous like this person, instead of looking at, I want to actually succeed at this, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I need to do to get to that point. You got to let yourself and your environment and the people around you be your inspiration, because that way you keep from biting other people, you keep from envying other people, and that envy part is what messes a lot of people up. Because if your energy ain't right, your spirit ain't right, then you ain't never going to succeed the way you want to, because you're going to be held back by envying the next person, hating on them, not liking what they do, and then moving out of spite, and it ain't gonna work out. I'm trying to tell you,
it's all about energy, man, and that's something like I've been learning a lot myself the past like 5-6 months. Is like just that energy, and the past 4 months especially, it's been like some of the best months I've had in a while. And like mentally, just how I think, how I do things, how clear my vision is, just overall for anything I really do. It's just been a lot better for me. So I definitely see where you're coming from with that, like wholeheartedly. Like it's all about the energy that you manifest.
People like to joke and talk about what's the key to life and everything, but I truly believe the key to life is happiness. Like that's all it is. And happiness that's not defined by what, the outside people say. It's happiness based on what really makes you happy, what works for you, not trying to impress other people. Because at the end of the day, you ain't never gonna impress everybody. You ain't
Yep.
never gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Long as you're doing what you love to do, the people that's gonna gravitate towards you gonna come your way, and you're gonna be all right. So that's why it's like you can't walk around feeling bitter. I think I'm trying to remember who made the quote, but it's like walking around and hating somebody is like walking the streets with shit in your pocket, waiting to throw it at that person to get revenge. You may never see that person again, but you the person walking around stinking because you got shit in your pocket, waiting to find that one person. You just gotta walk around and enjoy life, man. Like enjoy this life thing. You only get one life, so enjoy it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Get negative people, get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? And keep living how you need to live.
Exactly. And that's been like my mantra, is just staying with that positive energy, and just literally like there's times where like I talk to people and it's like I felt that way like a lot, and I don't like feel that way as often as I would used to feel, like just down on my luck, just feeling like all the options I take don't lead to anything, but like things have been turning around. And sometimes in life people have bad breaks and things just don't go well for years on end, and then finally something gives and you get something good that comes around, and you start seeing things in a bit of a better light. You start taking things in life a little bit more happily, a little more gracefully and humbly as well, I should say, because you get humbled with the things that you had, and as you progress and you start to really appreciate what you have, you become more humbled from what you did have to what you then have later.
Exactly. Shoot, man, it's like, and to speak to what you spoke about a second ago with the whole like you never know when it's gonna blow up. Like I made music I rapped for my entire life since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I started recording music when I was 16. And I was dropping mixtapes. I was, performing all around different parts of the country, going up and down the East Coast, going out Texas, going down to Atlanta, all that. And then Sway in the Morning happened.
Yeah.
And, it was as simple as I received an email from the lady who runs the show. And she said she wanted to have me on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing deeper than that. Just my name had made enough buzz across the blogs and performing everywhere that
and it crossed
it was like, they just crossed your path. And that's why it's just always about keep your head down and work. Do what you're supposed to do. Make your content. Do it. If you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you are whatever, if you're trying to be a doctor, trying to get your PhD, put your head down and work. Do what you gotta do, and then wait for the opportunities to come your way. Because if you're walking in the right direction, you're gonna cross paths with what you're trying to get to. So, yeah, man, all that envying people don't mean nothing. Nobody likes a hater.
Nobody likes a hater.
Nobody likes a hater. I don't know why people don't get that. Maybe it was just like 50 Cent blowing up or something, but Bahamas don't like a hater, young. Like, nobody likes a hater. Nobody.
The only thing good about haters is that they're motivators. That's the only good thing, and
even then, that you shouldn't. I wouldn't advise anybody to be motivated by a hater.
Well, I don't mean in the sense of like you take what they say. I mean in the sense of like, this person has enough time in their day to have me rent free in their head, so I'm going to continue doing what I love.
I don't even get motivated by that. You know why? I don't get motivated by them? Come on, say I'm gonna block them, and I keep moving. I go about my day. I am a strong believer in the block,
the mute and the block. That's another thing in my past 5 months, 6 months. I've been doing a lot of mutes and blocks, and it's been helping gracefully too.
It brings you so much peace, and I feel like I don't understand why people on social media feel like, if you block somebody or you mute somebody, you being soft or being scared. They didn't win nothing. They just got blocked.
Yeah,
now they can't interact with me.
Now they're in an echo chamber.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all bangers be having like 50 followers and talking shit to people. Like, don't 50? Talk to yourself over there.
They'd be lucky if they had 50 talking shit. They usually have 5. And
their
real account is the one following them. But
I do a lot of research. They usually around 50. 50 is like that sweet spot for them.
Yeah, 50.
Like, I'm not about to interact with you and my 6,000 something followers. Go kiss my ass, kick rocks. Like, I'm not doing it. Because all you doing is what they really doing is looking for attention. That's all it is. It's a ploy for attention.
And if
I can talk shit to the right person and make them emotional, they're going to interact with me, and
Yep.
some of the people that follow them are going to see me say this, and maybe they'll follow me.
Right.
No. You talk to me like that, you're getting blocked. You're going to look stupid. You're going to look stupid. You're going to feel stupid. Then you're going to put up stupid tweets like, why did Rob Regal block me? Because you're stupid.
And
That's
with the
why.
screenshot, you can't forget the screenshot too, showing
They
look,
gotta-
he
oh, they
blocked
gotta-
me.
They got to screenshot me. Problem is, you only got 5 followers, so nobody knows. So you're just looking at the screenshot yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what they'd be doing.
And if they did, they look at the tweets and see, oh, I see why he blocked you. You're stupid. So, you know. That's what I've learned about social media, man. Everything ain't worth a fight. And I treat it with everything. Bammers know. When it comes to that, listen, all this platform drama and all that type of stuff, they don't bring it my way. Because they know I'm not going to interact with that. I'm not going to indulge it. I'm not going to like entertain it. Like I said, I'm a grown man. I'm about to be 34 in a month. My daughter about to be 14 in a month. I don't got time for that, yeah. Like, let's keep it real. Let's go ahead and make our content.
Right.
Let's continue to inspire people. Let's continue to entertain people, and that's what we need to be focusing on. You know what I'm saying? Like the super crazy stuff, we can address. You know what I'm saying? The super crazy stuff, we'll address that. We'll address the racism on the platforms. We'll address
all the stuff that's outlandish and
the
horrible
predators
stuff.
And creeps. We'll address that. That's not drama. That's real life stuff.
That's stuff that needs to be brought up.
Yeah, but just the drama? Get out of here with that. We're not doing that.
I like drama is the worst when people take drama and use it as a way to manipulate people into doing things. It's the worst. It's stupid.
It's all about inclusion. That's all it is. People want to feel like, listen, I got a real theory about this. And I'm sorry if you fall into this category. Because somebody's going to watch this and they're going to fall into the category.
Y'all better not feel guilty after Rob says what he says. They're going to hate
me after I say this.
Y'all better not feel guilty.
A lot of people love drama in these communities because it makes them feel like they're part of the in crowd. Because they was not in the in crowd in high school.
Or middle school.
But high school's the one.
High school college too, but yeah, all of it.
But college is but high school is the one. That's the beginning of the formative. This is who I'm going to grow up into an adult and be.
Right.
That's where you start figuring that out is in high school. And a lot of people hold on to a lot of their high school, whether they was cool in high school or whether they wasn't. A lot of these bammers got the Al Bundy syndrome where they can't let it go. Yeah. Whether they was a geek, whether they was cool, whether they was a nerd, whether they was a jock, whatever they was, they hold on to that for the rest of their lives.
Because there's nothing else to hold on to.
Is nothing. And whether it be negative power, because some people hold on to grudges from them. Some people hold on to their glory days of them. Yeah. But life has gone so much farther past that. There's so much life after high school.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are way too old to be treating conversations and situations like high school would be. Because that's what a lot of it is. A lot of it is just rumors, talking trash behind people's back, because that's how things were handled in high school. Yeah. Problem is, you're paying rent and mortgage and taking care of children and
living life, being an adult. It's totally different.
Like you're being an adult. There's no point to still be doing that stuff. I'm sorry. Like you're too grown for that. Now you're a weirdo. Now I gotta look at you like you're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it gets a little wild with being a content creator. You know, keep your head up for everybody else that's out there as a content creator as well. Stay focused because Bammers will pull you into something you ain't got no business being there. I'm over here drinking all type of liquids. I had me some water. Now I'm about to get me some blackberry ginger ale. It's crazy. Don't bother me. It is what it is.
Got me some water too, of course. Can never go wrong with my water. I always get 2 bottles of water minimum whenever I stream. Usually, it's either I drink them all or I forget 2 hours later I had them, and it's like, oh crap, I had 4 water bottles here.
Yeah, I'm a water guy, but I would do something like ginger ale and swigs just so I can get a little taste of something, and then I get back to my water.
True. And yo, the chat's been popping off. Ash Off the Chain says, still hoping for Xenoblade Chronicles X to release on Switch. Then Roggy Froggy says, I think it's going to be, it goes to Madden's estate. We were talking about how it works with the licensing.
Yeah, more likely.
So it will be up to EA and his estate to set things up once the license expires. Demico then says, Nas's album King's Disease 2 is in my top 5. King's Disease 2 is really good too. Did you hear that album this year? It's pretty good.
I did not hear it yet. I've been super loafing on keeping up with new music. And
There's so
again, that just goes
much.
back to
There's so much.
yeah, it's too much to keep up with. And then you add in work, you add in creating content, you add
It's
in
like, when are you gonna
being a
listen to
dad.
it?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just don't. I don't get enough time to just sit back and listen to music. Today was the first day I sat back and just vibed out to music while I worked on this video script. Because any other time
What
I
did
would have
you
been live.
listen to?
I was listening to a playlist that I got. I got a playlist on Spotify called RRG Jams, Rodrigo Gaming Jams. That's what I call it.
Oh,
And
nice.
it got a lot of artists on there. It got Wale. It got Nipsey Hussle. It got Moray. It has who else on there?
What's your
West Side
favorite? What's
Boogie.
your favorite? West Side Boogie's really good. Super
Yeah,
underrated.
nah, I love
But
it.
what's your
Love it,
favorite
love his
Nipsey
flow.
Hussle project? Because to me, my personal favorite project from Nipsey is still Mailbox Money.
Mailbox Money. Not
That's
a
me
bad
personally. Me personally,
Not a bad choice. I gotta go with Victory Lap.
Victory Lap's
Victory
really
Lap.
good. That is my second.
Victory Lap to me is like the perfect motivation music. Like you wake up and you ready to go get the bag, you ready to go handle whatever task you got for the day. Throw on Victory Lap. I
Right.
feel like he mastered his art with that one. A lot of his earlier projects they dope because the production is dope, the flow is aggressive. He's talking the way he talks, but I feel like Victory Lap was the maturation
Like the
of
peak.
everything that Nipsey was before. It's the grown man version of it, and I like that as somebody that's in his about to be mid-30s. Like I like that right there because it's relatable for me. He's a smart dude. He's intelligent, but he's also street, and I relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk outside right now, I'm dapping up Bammers on the block doing what they do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? We don't need to talk about what they do. They just doing what they do.
Yep.
But
They
I
busy.
come from that side. You know what I'm saying? I come from that side. So but I'm also intelligent. Like I said, I graduated 17. I was skipped up a grade. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
had a fifth grade reading level in kindergarten. I'm not no dummy. So I can toe that line between both sides and relate to that. And I feel like Nipsey was very similar to that.
Yeah.
So Victory Lap kind of embodies that energy to me. So yeah.
And Demico says, I will only freak out if I meet somebody that changed my life and gave me an overwhelming amount of happiness and inspiration. Well, me personally, I can't freak out. Like I literally met multiple people. I've met Wiz Khalifa. I met Drake. I never like went crazy for them. Like, oh my god, like Wiz, let's smoke a blunt. Like no, like I was chatting. Like we were both blazed anyway.
I will never smoke a whiz blunt. I've seen the real life effects of a whiz blunt. I will never. That Bammers be thinking they dead when they smoke a whiz. Bammers be thinking they lost limbs. Like I will never smoke with that man. Let me see it. Oh, Gone Hunter. But how do we do when these people that make us mad are our family? Sometimes you gotta cut family off too.
Yeah,
Y'all
sometimes
not
you
gonna
do.
like that answer. Y'all not gonna like that answer, but it's facts. And I'm trying to tell you that as somebody with a family. Sometimes you gotta cut family off too, man. Some
Yep.
blood ain't always thick in the water, and that's the most I'm gonna say on that. Do what's good for your peace. Do what's good for your
Yeah.
mental health. Do what's good for your physical health. And that's the best way to put that, yeah.
And that's, in my
Like-
opinion, especially if like those people are like against some of your decisions, even if they're not bad decisions. Like let's say if you get a job that's actually a good job, like a good career, and if they talk down to you about it, like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this job. That job's not worth your time.
You want
Like, don't listen to it.
You know what you tell them? You know what you tell them? You gonna pay the bills that job is gonna pay? Oh, I ain't think so.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Especially
If you
nowadays,
ain't about
how
to cover
things
the
are.
costs, if you ain't about to cover the costs, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? What you may think of it. Like, that's not really your place. You go worry about your job. I don't come and knock the broom out your hand at McDonald's. Thank you very much.
Or the mop as they're cleaning the stalls in the bathroom. You ain't trying to take it
Facts.
out their hands.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? I let you handle the fries. That ain't my job. That's your job. Okay? So you live in confidence in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's not to say don't be open to advice, but know the difference between advice and somebody just trying to, interfere with what you're doing in your life.
Yeah.
Be judicious.
Shout out to Jugs McGee. Yo, VC. Hope your Christmas was awesome. Thank you. My Christmas was pretty dope. Thanks, Jugs. I appreciate that. Hope yours was good too. Yo, Rob, how was your Christmas, man?
Christmas is another day for me. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Once you become a dad, Christmas don't really mean too much aside from the kids.
I ain't at that point yet.
I ain't had no Christmas present that I haven't bought myself in years. So, you know, it is what it is. But it was cool. I chilled. I relaxed with family, and I worked on a script all day. And that was it. I worked on a video script, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But you know, one day I want to get to the point where, you know, I'm having people give me gifts again. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's
just once.
Yeah, it's all about just like trying to get that like family like environment. Like it's not easy to do though. So
yeah, I mean, with me, it's just because my daughter, she don't live in the state, so you know what I'm saying. But it was all good. We still chopped it up on FaceTime and text and all that. So
nice.
It's not like it's not a bad situation. Me and her mother are, you know, on great terms. That's forever my homie. You know what I'm saying? I sent her a little, you know, extra money to help her situation and stuff. So like that's at the end of the day, co-parenting is probably the best decision we've ever made, and it works out wonderfully.
Yeah,
because you know, a lot of people, they'll have a kid and then they'll feel like they gotta force having a relationship together, you know, like a romantic relationship together for the kid, and then they end up hating each other. You don't want that. You want to, you know, figure out what's best for y'all. We realized we were better as friends and parents, and that's what we are, friends and parents. And it works out great. You know, we just happen to live a little far from each other now. So
oh, shout out to Liquidly says, what's up, VC? Hope all is well. Thank you, yo. I really appreciate that, Liquidly. Blue Badge Gang in the building. I've been doing good, man. And we got the broadcast tonight with the homie Rob here. We've been streaming for already over an hour. It's pretty wild. We got a couple more topics to discuss
We've been
tonight.
talking way more life than video games. Y'all
Yeah,
real life
yeah. We spent 30 minutes on Chrono Cross Max, and then we spent the other 30 minutes after that on content creation, music, life, jobs.
Y'all are getting some gems. This is the old man hour, okay?
Y'all are episode 63. all these gems. Y'all better be collecting them or else be under the mercy of those lost gems. For those who know.
We're alive, yeah.
But yo, Abaddon says, everyone got an opinion until it's time for them to wear your shoe size. Literally.
Yep.
That's
and I wear an 11 and a half. A lot of y'all can't match that.
Hey, I'm sorry to tell you, man, but I'm a size 12. My shoes are right here, so.
Yeah, man. One of the few.
Oh man. And Mando says hustle and motivate. Exactly. And that's like one of the things too. Like one thing I came to a conclusion of earlier this like not earlier this year, but like months ago, is in order to enjoy life, as I mentioned earlier, you gotta be more humbled. And we're gonna get into the next topic, which is gonna be the Cowboy Bebop Netflix adaptation. We're gonna get into that and how they're trying to not cancel it, and how there's now a petition to make sure it's canceled. We're gonna get into that in just a few minutes. But
that sounds like some hater shit. But let's keep going.
Yeah, it's
it's not hating that it's canceled. It's hating that they're putting together a petition for something that's already canceled. But we're gonna get into it in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in just a second. It's just, it makes no sense overall how this is just how things are going with like how people feel with life sometimes. They feel like things just don't come their way. And if you think about life in this aspect, because most people don't, not everyone wakes up the next morning. Not everyone has their limbs. Not everyone is a regular human being that is able to think straight or think normal. Some people are sadly a potato. Like I'm saying, like in regards of like when you have a loved one and an accident happens and they become a vegetable, like, and then you take care of them for years on end, or like things like this can happen to people, and things can happen to these people's families and ruin and change their lives and how they perceive their own existence forever. Not everyone has the blessings that they have, and people need to humble themselves sometimes and remember, I have limbs, I have hands, I have feet, I can breathe, I can see, I can hear, I can smell, I can taste. Like that's that right there is what has kept me positive for the past 5 months.
Yeah,
And
people don't
since
realize how
then,
blessed they are.
I have not been in a negative mind state at all.
Mhm.
I've been
If
through a
you-
lot of shit this year.
There's an old saying: if you woke up, you're having a good day.
Yep.
You know
Ice
what
Cube
I'm
always
saying?
said
Like,
it best. Today was a good
if you
day.
take a breath, yeah. If you woke up and you took a breath, your eyes open, you're having a good day. Where it goes from there is up to you. So enjoy this life, man.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy it.
No one enjoyed the Cowboy Bebop adaptation, though, right? I didn't.
Here's my.
I know
opinions
you're a
on Cowboy
huge
Bebop.
fan of Cowboy Bebop compared to
Okay.
me. I like
Yeah,
Cowboy
and-
Bebop, but
and-
you love Cowboy Bebop.
I love Cowboy Bebop, and I had some grievances with the show. That being said, I do feel it was salvageable.
Really?
I did feel it was salvageable. I don't think that it necessarily needed to get canceled. I feel like some of the writing needed to be changed. I feel like some of the things that they tried to make 1-to-1 copies from the anime, they shouldn't have did, because it just doesn't work in real life adaptation. They could have tweaked those. And then some of the things that they tweaked, they probably should have kept 1-to-1 adaptations.
Yeah.
Like
the way they
I don't
ruined
the way they
some characters.
Yeah, well, let's keep it. They ruined Vicious.
No.
They completely destroyed Vicious.
Desecrated.
Vicious in the anime was mysterious, dark, and menacing. Vicious in the Netflix Cowboy Bebop was a whiny crybaby.
Spoiler, not vicious.
Not vicious at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't live up to his name one bit. Also, the freaking calling Spike fearless. Bruh. Bruh. Come on.
Really did that too.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
Not at all.
Okay? Let him be Spike. Just let him be Spike. He's cool enough
To be just Spike.
as Spike. Spike was way cooler as Spike than he's ever been as Fearless.
Yeah.
That being said,
Too many things that they ruined, in my opinion.
the job by the majority of the actors, sensational. Sensational.
The quality of the work.
I loved Faye in this live adaptation.
done.
I loved
Really?
her. Yes. I know a lot of the weebs out there were upset because the titties weren't there. Okay, stop, calm your horniness. The acting.
You hope you heard that, King Narukami.
Yeah. Hey, you better zip them pants back up. Look here. The acting was sensational.
The acting's up here,
Okay.
not down there.
The acting was sensational by Faye. The acting was great by what's cuz name that played Spike? I can't remember his name right now.
It's the guy who played in Harold and Kumar. And he was in a bunch
I know
of other
exactly.
movies.
I just can't remember his name. At the
Yeah,
moment.
no, I never remember his
John
name
Cho?
either.
Was that his name? John Cho?
Yeah,
Either way.
John, yeah.
His he did wonderful. The Spike, I mean the freaking I can't remember his name right now. Why am I blanking out? It's probably because I'm hungry as hell. Jet was amazing. And he confirmed my theory from the jump that Jet was always black. I always thought Jet was black. And then they made Jet black. And I'm like, yes, thank you. He's black.
Yep.
So, but he did amazing. His voice was literally sounding like Jet from the anime.
Right.
He did that. He did that in every sense.
To make it
Now-
as close to it as possible, 1-to-1.
Yeah,
Because
he did an
that
amazing
takes a lot
job.
of work. It takes a lot of work to do that, like method acting. Like to
listen,
be
I feel
that
like-
into the role, it does take a lot to do that. So you
It
definitely
takes a
have point
lot.
there.
That's somebody that committed and they cared about what they were doing, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? They can't control, the actors can't control what the writers messed up. So I feel like if you take something like that and you fix what's happening with the writing process, it can be salvaged, especially since they didn't cover the entire anime in that first season.
Well, see, that's the
It
thing.
could have been improved.
And that's the thing. They before it was canceled, they already had stuff
Mhm.
planned for a second season. After it got canceled, some of the creators of the show wanted to find a way to uncancel it. And that's
Yeah.
when the new petition came out just the other day to make
And-
sure it stays canceled.
And
What do you
that's-
think of that?
And that's why I said that's hater shit. Because people don't give enough chance to something. Like, if this drink was just completely horrible, I would completely get it. I don't feel like it was completely horrible.
Right.
I've seen a lot of horrible movies and TV shows in my lifetime. That drink was not horrible, but I feel like people are letting their emotions and their attachment to the original show take away what potential is there. Not every show that's become vicious over years, no pun intended, has started off great. There's some amazing shows that had horrible first season.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Tons. Literally,
Tons.
Breaking Bad is the first season's the worst season.
Tons.
Like, right there.
Tons of amazing legendary shows. HBO, Showtime, Cinemax,
And the first season's the worst.
Stars.
That's a good point.
And the first seasons were horrible. Even on ABC, NBC, all that. Horrible first seasons. And they came out to be great in future seasons. Because
Yeah.
what did they do?
They let it get
changed
time.
the writers. They changed the writers.
Well, that
That's
too,
all it comes down to.
but also giving it the chance to have that time to have those
Yeah.
extra seasons is the thing
Yeah.
too.
And it comes down to that. Like, they didn't give it no time. They didn't give look right there in the chat.
Facts,
Abaddon. We
Abaddon,
gave
yep.
Sonic the movie a second chance, and now the sequel looks fire.
Literally, that's exactly.
And we
the
all
truth.
remember the reaction to the first Sonic trailer.
Everyone, including myself, revolted.
The
Almost puked.
teeth. Okay? The teeth. You remember
They were sharp.
the teeth.
They were like sharp nails. Like
They were human. They were I don't want to see Sonic with human teeth. We gotta put a little spit behind him. We say teeth.
yeah.
I don't want to do that. Okay? They tried to put a human face on a hedgehog body and it didn't work.
At all.
You can't do that. Okay? It looks scary. All right? And I'm grown. I'm scared when I see that. So I know the kid's scared. You can't do it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Cowboy Bebop. If you just reel in some of the things that were wrong and then amp up some of the things that were subdued, that's it. It feels like they wrote and planned things out with the look of it in reverse. If they did certain things less and certain things more that they did more and less of in the opposite way, it would have came out perfect.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. Less vicious and that whole love story. Less of that. Less of him crying about not being wanted by that woman. You know what I'm saying? Less of, oh God, that ending with Ed. They should have reeled Ed back some. Definitely should have reeled Ed back some. Ed, you can't do a 1-to-1 human copy of Ed in the anime. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. At all.
It doesn't work. But there's so many things that it's just like it shouldn't have been canceled. It should have been fixed. And I feel like if they're up for fixing it, let them give them a shot at fixing it. That's what I feel personally.
Like
Let
give them
shot
a
at
chance
fixing
for a second season and see if they can fix it.
It's not a wash. Like it's not a wash. Give them that chance. That's what the whole point is. They put out the first freaking season. Let them learn from what the people wanted and then improve upon it. Because there's still crazy potential there. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just a guy with a hoodie on. It doesn't really matter. But that's just how I see it.
Supposedly, though, the reason why was because the show didn't perform well too.
Well, that was just being impatient, though. Because here's the thing. There's shows that's on Netflix that people didn't like, and they still let them joints stay
For at least 3 seasons. For at least
You know
3
what I'm saying?
seasons too, which is ridiculous.
With them not getting the views that they wanted to, and then the complaints, they just took that as we're just gonna get our money back.
Right.
That's how it was. Like they treated Cowboy Bebop basically became a tax write-off. That's really all that came out of it. So I don't know if maybe they'll take it to another platform, like Cowboy Bebop goes to HBO Max, and then they could try to revive it or something like that. Which I feel like wouldn't be a bad idea. HBO Max is kind of kicking Netflix's ass right now anyway.
HBO Max is doing
So-
some good stuff.
Yeah, I love
Lots
it.
of good
And plus,
stuff.
I need more HBO stuff to watch now that Insecure ended. So I'm all for it. Do you watch Insecure?
Nah, I haven't seen it yet. Missing out.
Beautiful, beautiful show. Beautiful show. It was done now. The series finale was on Sunday,
Oh shit.
but it was 5 seasons of just
Good quality.
glorious blackness. That's what I'll call it. Glorious blackness. It was just like it made me and a lot of my peers feel very seen and very, very appreciated. You know,
Right.
just our culture. It felt good. It felt good to see a show with majority black characters having layers,
Something that's
going
more
through real life
relatable
stuff.
too. Like
Yeah,
for you
and
guys.
it's funny. It was a funny show. Like it's a comedy, but it's also a drama, and
Yeah.
it was such a good show. You say ship it to Hulu? No, give that to HBO Max. I feel like HBO Max is going to give it
Yeah, Hulu,
the
nah.
attention it needs.
Hulu is like a
you-
parks and recreation kind of thing. Like give them like TV shows like that.
I would Hulu. I like what Hulu did with the Wu-Tang show. I will say that, but I
Yeah,
also feel
that
like
show's
they would
good.
get better quality out of working with HBO Max, especially for the type of show that Cowboy Bebop is.
Right.
HBO Max would give it what it needs. I don't feel like Hulu would give it what it needs. It might, if you put Cowboy Bebop on Hulu, you might get more of the same of what you got on Netflix, and that's not what the goal is.
Gone Hunter
You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
chat says most people I saw didn't like Vicious, I believe.
Yeah, because Vicious is ass.
Yeah. But because of the
That
performance
was
too.
That was a reflex.
The performance too, you mean?
All of it was ass. Everything about Vicious was horrible. I hated Vicious accent. I hate Vicious attitude. I hated everything about Vicious. It was just a horrible Vicious. Vicious didn't have no accent in the anime.
Guess she doesn't. Guess they do now.
Get rid of it.
Well,
It goes horrible because then you give him the accent and you make him whine. There's nothing
Right.
worse than hearing somebody whining with that accent.
yeah.
It makes me want to beat you up even more. This guy's supposed to be tough. Make Vicious tough. Make him scary. This is supposed to be the guy that scares Spike into thinking he might lose his life.
Right. Oh, well, Gona says no. I'm talking about the actress of Faye. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of people didn't like the actress of Faye because she didn't have titties like that.
Yeah, but their
That's not
performance
valid.
too is what they.
No, her performance was wonderful. That's one thing I gotta give credit on. Her performance was wonderful. I think one thing the writers did do, they made her cuss more than she did in the anime.
Really?
I felt like they may have did that just off some shock value. Will make her a little bit more loud and boisterous to cover up for the fact that the titties ain't there. But that's not really a good strategy. But at the same time, I do feel like for what they gave her, she pulled it off amazingly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that as somebody who understands acting. I've been in drama club. I took drama class. I've done a little bit of acting that y'all will never see. Y'all will never find it. It's gone. I
Are you
make
sure?
It's buried. No, it's going. You'll never find it. It's gone forever.
Is it under any other names? Other aliases?
It was probably my old rap name, but even then it's gone. Like I've searched for it myself. It's gone. It's done.
It's not on the 72nd page of Google when you search for it?
Nah, it's gone.
Not
It's
the
all the way
73rd
gone.
page, no?
Nah, so at most you may be able to find a trailer for the movie, but that's about it. And the actual movie is gone. They had legal issues.
So they had to get rid of it.
Yeah, they had to get rid of that jank, which I'm cool with. You know, I feel like aside from my parts in the movie, the movie wasn't good, but it was good acting experience for me, and that's why I was cool with it. I was like,
Right.
I'll go ahead and get my chops up through this. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my passions: rapping, acting, video games. Those have always been like my 3 passions. You know what I'm saying? So, when I say I genuinely love entertaining people, I really mean that in all senses. So
yeah.
Like
you can ask like my family, it's the same thing. I've always enjoyed all that kind of stuff, from making music to being on camera to acting, editing, even everything.
When I was a kid, I used to dance like Michael Jackson and all that.
Did you get the nails and put them into your floor so you'd be able to do the lean? No.
I never did the lean one. I left that one, but I could moonwalk like no other. I am a beast with the moonwalk. I used to do that. Before I rapped, I was dancing. You know what I'm saying? I used to know how to do the whole dance routine from Usher's My Way video.
Really?
Yeah. I was really like, listen, man, when you grow up in the hood, you try to find any way you can to like make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
You may see
no
an age
shaming.
difference right here, but for me, it was all about the
Yeah.
teach me how to Dougie when I was in like
I was
the age
how
difference
old are
is
you
different
again,
between.
V-CiPz?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm only
It's a
7 years
difference.
older
It's a
than you,
difference, but
that's
that's
a
how it was for
generation
me.
gap.
Yeah,
That's a generation gap. Because when I was a kid, I can't even think of a popular dance song. Like in 5th grade, freaking Getting Jiggy with It was out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was what it was at the time. It was like Getting Jiggy with It, Big
Oh
Willie style.
no! Wait, when I was in 6th grade, that's different. That's totally different. That was like Flow Rida with I think Low.
I was a grown man by the time Flow Rida. That's what I'm saying. Like that 7-year gap is crazy.
It's a big gap.
You start because when you hear 7 years, it doesn't sound that big.
People
right?
don't realize the grade, like 5th grade and 12th grade, like that's 7 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like when you hear 7 years as an adult, it doesn't sound that crazy.
Yeah.
But when you think about 11 to 18, 10 to 17, like that's a large gap. That's a big difference in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the world that's around you. So
things change so much in just 7 years. Like,
by the way, Shell, what's up? I see you in the chat.
Shouts to Shell. Welcome to the stream. We've been just talking about all these awesome topics.
Big Winner Circle community member there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Welcome, Shell. Hope you enjoy the episode of broadcast we've been doing. If you miss anything, you can always rewind. I always leave my streams up all the time. So welcome, Shell. And we're currently going over just some life stuff right now, but we got some more things to get into. Because we went into Cowboy Bebop, we went into Chrono Cross. I think it's time to get into the Aloy controversy. You know about the Aloy controversy? We're gonna get into it a little bit.
This is one of the ones that I didn't really know about. I tried to look it up by Googling, and I couldn't really find much about it through Google. It's probably one of the things I had to pay attention to Twitter to find. And during the work week, I don't get a lot of time to really look at Twitter. So I would say, tell me what's going on with that, and I'll give my opinion on it.
Okay, so basically, Bloomberg made an article. One of the people there made an article saying the video game business has a long and troubled history of sexism and gender stereotypes, which is very true in some regards. I agree. The issue, though, is where they say the situation isn't hopeless, as a hit release from Sony shows there's a big market for games that portray women as smart and resourceful actors rather than as pawns, victims, and objects of male desire. But here's the kicker. Do people not know that Samus exists? Lara Croft exists? Jill Valentine exists? Tifa exists? Bayonetta exists? Like, there's Lynn from Fire Emblem exists. Yuna from Final Fantasy exists. Lightning exists. Like, these are protagonists of their own games.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically just... The person who made the article is essentially just Sony ponying and making an entire spiel on the internet to make it seem like Sony is like doing something like revolutionary, when this is something that's always been a core staple. Strong, independent, like women protagonists in games. And the reason why they're doing that is because Bayonetta, for example, she does, if you play the games, she's not just some sex symbol. Like, she has more to her. She has more that makes her who she is. And since she's, I guess, a sexier, quote-unquote, character, they made this entire situation making it out to be something super hopeless when it's not hopeless. What do you think?
I mean, to me, it just sounds like it's somebody that doesn't understand video games. I feel like it's even less.
I don't think they understand women either, but
well, that as well.
Yeah.
But that never surprises me in the gaming community. A lot of these people do not understand women.
Yeah.
Like I said, that goes back to that former conversation when I was talking about the creeps and stuff like that. But I feel like it's more of a situation with them not understanding the gaming You know what I'm saying? Gaming in general.
Right.
And way less of the aforementioned Sony ponying. I feel like just because there's so much hype around the next Horizon game,
You think that could be a
that's
reason?
what the focus was. Yeah, that I think it's
Oh.
just because of that.
Okay, that
But
works too.
you know, this is somebody that's likely just saw like all the hype with the Game Award, and they're just like, oh, there's a protagonist I can get behind right there. Like she's tough and she doesn't look all sexy, which is messed up. Like
Right.
don't talk about it.
Like from that, like once someone does that point, that's already objectification.
Yeah, like you're judging how useful they are based on by their looks.
Exactly.
Whether it's you wanting to sleep with them or whether you feel like they're not attractive enough to be sexually desired, so that makes them valid of being a hero. However you want to cut it is still objectifying.
Yep.
So with that being the case, though, I feel like that's one of those situations where, for me personally, I wouldn't give it any time. I wouldn't bother arguing with it. You let them die off. Like it's like a troll to me. When I see stuff like that, it's like trolling. They knew that here's what's going to trip y'all out. They knew that when they said that stuff, it was going to start a rise.
Oh, backlash! Of course, that's how it is nowadays with journalism.
And when you
how journalism is nowadays.
And when you freaking send them angry tweets and stuff like that, you're doing exactly what they want. Because guess what? They don't care about nothing about that. They click that little left part of their Twitter, and they hit analytics, and they look at how the analytics went up.
All the impressions, all the clicks.
As far as they're concerned, that was a success. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like what you had to say, but look how many people visited the site because you said this. Look how many people tweeted us because you said this. All right, we're going to give you some more stuff to write.
Yeah, and that's the thing nowadays of a lot of these websites. They make it where the article or the post has those big words in the same way as this article did, as I described it, where it was something that's eye-catching and also starts up controversy, which in order makes clicks, makes views. But now what people do, at like let's say Kotaku for example, 2 days later they changed the headline of the article because they already got the clicks, they already got everything they needed, so they just changed the headline to the regular headline that it's supposed to be after they already got their fabricated clicks.
It's a very, very common practice. They do it on YouTube too. People will change their YouTube titles.
Yeah. See that with YouTube though, I think it can be a little different though, just because you're really trying. Like on like a news site, like you're really trying to get that algorithm going, like with a video. So if you have to change the title, sometimes you gotta. You know what I mean?
It's all about making it evergreen. It's all about making it evergreen. Now you know that if you put up a controversial title, you get those quick views.
Shouts to the Game Looters.
Shout out to Game Looters.
Game Looters coming through with the K-Rule Super Chat dance hype. Let's go. Says can't stay, but dropping by to drop some love for a couple pimps. Stay up.
Get out.
Hell yeah, yo. And I hope you've been having a happy holidays, Dom and Cynthia from the Game Looters, yo. Thank you guys so much.
Some of the best Pokemon streamers on YouTube gaming.
Easily. Man. However, Dom has been trying to find that shiny Piplup. Still, I believe.
Hey man, but yeah, that's what it is, man. People will put the controversial title up for a few days to get the quick views, and then they'll change it to another title that's good so they can get the evergreen views.
Yep.
And that's what it all comes down to. But that's why I like when I see certain stuff on Twitter, and I can tell when people are saying stuff to bait for the interaction. I don't like a lot, because here's the thing. People love that aha moment. I've realized that about human beings. People love that moment to be able to retweet somebody and try to quote unquote dunk on them. Right. And I feel like as a society, we need to get better at not doing that, because we keep giving exposure to idiots and blowing them up. Like, people don't realize they're inadvertently putting money into the pockets of idiots because
they're giving them time, they're giving them vision, they're giving them time in the space. They're 15 minutes.
When I see them, I block them. When I see somebody say something stupid, somebody's quote retweeting them to dunk on them, the person that they quote retweeted, I just block them. So I don't got to see that stupid shit on my timeline no more.
Exactly.
That's the way to handle it. If you don't feed the trolls, they can't get bigger.
Yep.
And we need more of that going on. Like people, listen, dog. Listen, this could get deep. I'm not going to get deep into it, but listen, just stop feeding the trolls, you know? And that goes for anybody. Just because they got a blue check mark because they a writer or whatever it may be, don't mean they not trolls, you know?
Yeah,
Stop
that's
feeding
true
trolls.
too. some people on those websites, they are trolls. As crazy
They
as you may
troll.
think.
It's
Like,
heavy because trolling is a viable way to make money nowadays. It's a viable way to gain fame. All you gotta do is say the right thing to the right person, and do something to make them blow you up. I'm well aware of the tactic. I just don't do it. That's it. I know exactly how it works. If I wanted to, I could easily have. I got 6,000 something followers on Twitter.
You definitely could.
6,700.
I used to have
like,
7,000 or so too with my old account. So I feel you definitely can say something and it will go if you do the right thing.
I could wake up tomorrow and get 100,000 in a month if I did what other people did,
right.
And I know I could. But then I would have to wear that, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to wear that on me as being my personality or being who I am, because integrity matters to me. Yeah. That's the only thing. Like, I actually care. So because I care, I don't do that stuff. But it's easy to do, and the people get manipulated into allowing it.
And that's the worst part right there, where people get manipulated into believing that other shit.
Yep.
Abaddon says facts, and we need to be kinder to one another for real. I agree wholeheartedly on that.
Fact.
And Shell also says facts too.
There's a lot of people out there who are so hurt they don't believe there's any benefit to being kind to people.
Right.
You know, and you can't do nothing for them.
The way I feel about kindness, the benefit of kindness is how it makes you feel for helping that person after the fact, seeing how they reacted to it.
You gotta be doing these things because you want to do the right thing.
Yep.
If you're doing good and doing the right thing for a reward, it's never gonna come.
Yep. Ever.
You gotta do it because it's truly in your heart.
And yo, shouts to Demicrow, who's been a member for 10 months in the Click community. Let's go. It says, how's Cyberpunk running at 30 FPS 1080p on my Series S and it's not glitching at all? I guess they've done enough patches in the last year.
Yeah, no, I like Cyberpunk, man. I'm gonna start running through that one again sometime next year.
Yo, do you remember when I had that glitch when I first played? It was the Kevin Gates glitch. You were there at the stream. You were there at the stream that night, but I think you were there later at that stream.
Okay,
it was
so I might miss that glitch.
It happened like in the first 10 minutes of the game. I called it the Kevin Gates glitch because a phone glitched in midair, and it was two phones. So I was like, two phones.
That's funny. That's funny.
But
yeah, no, man. You know what? I only had one glitch during my time playing it.
Only one?
And it was like only one, and it was a bad one though. I got stuck in a mission because of it.
Like it got you soft locked, kind of, where you couldn't get out of it.
But then they patched it, and then I got past that mission. But then I just stopped playing because I got caught up with other games. So that's why I said I'm going to revisit it next year. Yep. So that's going to happen. But but that's my personal experience because I was playing it on PC. I know a lot of people who were playing it on console.
I played it on PC and
horrible experience.
I played on PC and I had some hit or miss experiences. Like some moments where I was having fun, and then there was the moments in between where I'm like having issues with glitches and as I'm playing, like lighting effects, and like the people's faces aren't even rendering. Like,
oh yeah, see, I didn't get all that. Mine was running super smooth. I was actually surprised. I was like, damn. Okay,
and that was with this PC one right here, my new good PC that I've been having. But the game leader says, "Happy holidays, you two. Hope Santa brought you all what you asked for this year. Shiny Piplup? Nope. Still searching, but slowly giving up. Inside 290 hours." The game leaders. Listen, Dom.
Crazy.
I'll go get the game, get a shiny Piplup, and give it to you faster than you're probably going to find one yourself at this rate. You might as well try and figure out some other way to get... I honestly, if you tried shiny hunting a different shiny, like let's say Chimchar or Turtwig, I bet you'd probably find that in like 2 days max. That's just how fate works sometimes in life, you know what I mean? You want something so much and it doesn't happen, but when you don't want something and you don't even think about it, it comes. It's like, it's one of those weird things of life, you know what I mean, Rob? When you want something so bad and it never comes, but then when you don't even think about it, it then comes right in your lap.
Like Sway in the morning.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And hopefully like a Xenogears remake.
Hopefully.
Man can
However,
wish.
we can wish for that, definitely. But one thing I want to ask you, many people, because this is another topic, I actually wanted to this is just real quick before we get into the last topic. Like, I just have to ask you real quick. Who do you think, because I need to know, who do you think can beat Jay-Z in a versus?
It's actually a really good question.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you because I can't even think of a good answer. The closest I could think is Kanye, and even then, it's like I don't know about that. And I'm a huge fan of Kanye, but but like if it's a versus, it's impossible.
You know what it'll be? You know what it'll be? Because you gotta remember the format of versus.
Yeah,
it's hits. Missy
Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
I can see Elliott.
That would be the best matchup for Jay-Z. And a lot of people are not going to understand that. But if you're my age and you remember, Missy's the only other person who can tear down that stage the way Jay-Z would. And she may edge him. She may win.
Right.
Missy has too many undeniable joints. People like to leave her out of the conversation.
People shouldn't be. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
she's one of the best, easily.
But you know why that is? That's because hip hop, as much as we love the hits from certain artists, when you start having conversations about greatest of all time, they'll leave out the people who had more like animated personalities. They'll leave out Busta. They'll leave out Missy. They'll leave out Ludacris. They'll leave out.
They definitely leave out Ludacris a little too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why when Luda did that versus, he destroyed. Who did he go against again?
Exactly.
Who's Luda against?
That's all that matters.
I wanna Google and find out again who because he destroyed Ludacris versus Nelly. Destroyed Nelly.
Well, Nelly was already done before that, but that literally ended him.
But Nelly got hits, but Nelly versus Luda. Like the reason I bring up Nelly, Busta, and Luda in the same combos because those are all people that can like rap,
yeah.
but are animated and entertaining as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had the full package. Nelly can make a hit, but he's never been like a rapper, which was fine. I love a lot of the music Nelly put out. Don't get it twisted, but when you talk about the full package where Obama gonna give you a video that's like abstract and colorful, and then the beat is infectious, the hook is amazing, and then also they're rapping on there.
Right.
Missy, Luda, Busta. Those gonna be the three that go up there. And I feel like if you're gonna have a versus with Jay, Missy. That's going to be the one. She's the most undeniable one that could see Jay-Z.
And no one else. No Lil Wayne or Eminem. No
Lil Wayne. Definitely not Eminem.
Yeah, definitely not Eminem. I agree on that one wholeheartedly. Definitely not Eminem.
Definitely not Eminem.
Because people Wayne, like cleaning out my closet. No, get that shit out of here.
I feel like if you were just going to do a rappy type joint, you could put Wayne in it, but Wayne would lose.
Yeah, he would.
But I'm very like I said, I study the way versus is done. You want Missy in there. That's the one that you want to have.
Right.
That's going to be the greatest. If they ever do Jay and Missy, that's going to be the greatest versus that ever happened.
Now, what if they didn't do Missy? What do you think Versus would do? Who do you think Versus would try and pick if they weren't going for Missy?
If Versus didn't go with Missy, they'd try to do something cliche, like put Nas or Wayne in it.
Yo, it's definitely no. You know what? You're right. The way they want to. It wouldn't.
It wouldn't go right. You can't. You got to be unconventional. That's why I liked the Bone Thugs and 3-6 so much.
That was easily one of my favorites. Easily.
It was not. Do I feel like their sound matched well? No. but they had history, so I understand why they did it. Bone and 3-6 had beef that goes all the way back to when I was a kid,
Yeah.
so I understand why they did it. You know what I'm saying? As far as my opinion, the greatest.
Most people still
the
don't even know what
greatest was-
3-6 Mafia even means. Think about that.
Man, has got Google. They gotta start using it.
Right?
Or
or
They
reading
gotta-
comprehension. Reading
Yeah,
comprehension too.
no, just man, this is the information era, man. If you're not using Google and YouTube to your advantage, what are you really doing with your life? But yeah, I feel like the greatest was probably. I mean, I can't even say it's the greatest. The greatest performance on Versus was the Locks.
Yeah, the Locks. They
It
did
wasn't.
really good.
It wasn't the greatest because Dipset dropped the ball so heavy, but that was the greatest performance we've seen on there easily.
Right.
I mean, again, if it was a rappy thing, you could probably do that. Wouldn't work. Bar wise, Jay-Z and Jada would make sense, but Jada don't got enough solo joints to stand with Jay.
Right.
You know, like no matter what, my mind keeps going back to Missy. Missy's the only one that I feel like could stand on her own out there with Jay or Buster. Maybe Buster, but I like Missy more on that one. I feel like Missy would put up a
I
better
definitely
fight
think
than Buster.
Missy. I think Missy would put up a better fight over Buster too,
Yeah, like you can't
and over
you can't deny
Luda,
what
and over
Missy
Luda.
did. Like what? Yeah, man. Jay-Z versus Missy. Jay-Z versus
Alright.
Missy. That's my final answer.
And now, one last question for those who may be watching, and you also, Rob. What's one of your favorite games of 2021? As our final just question for us and also everyone here who's watching. Let us know one of your favorite games of the year if you're here in the chat. Drop it in the chat real quick if you can. For me, one of my personal favorite games of the year that I don't think gets talked about enough is a little indie game called Eastward. More people gotta check that out. That's that.
What's it called?
Eastward. It's really good.
Eastward.
Inspired by Zelda and Earthbound and many other games, but it does its own thing. It's its own story. It's a beautiful pixel art style that you would love. And the music is great. The story is also really good too.
All right, now is this a question of favorite games that came out in 2021 or games that I played in 2021?
More so just one of your favorite games that came out this year that you wish more people
came out this year.
Yeah, one of your favorite games that came out this year that you played. Doesn't mean you had to have beaten it, but you enjoyed it enough that you wish more people played it or talked about it.
That I played this year that came out this year. I played a lot of like older games this year.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Doki Doki and Chrono Trigger, Pompey that remake. That was great.
That Doki Doki hit different.
Yo,
that Doki Doki hit way different.
I knew it would, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't. That's the thing. I did not know. I did not know Doki Doki was gonna do that to me. I totally expected not to like that game.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be bored. I thought it was gonna be whack.
Right.
And that game ruined my sleep for one night. I literally woke up and went to work super tired because of Doki Doki one day. I just kept going to sleep and saw Sayori hanging, and I could not close my eyes without seeing Sayori hanging. And that
you couldn't fall asleep. You just couldn't fall asleep.
I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw it. It was so disturbing. And I think Doki Doki is masterful in how they scare you. Because it's not like Alien Isolation. It's not like Outlast. It's not that type of scary. It's we're gonna completely mess with your mind type of scary.
But you at least expect it to.
I don't like having my mind messed with. That's what it is.
Especially playing on PC. That shit gets scary because you're like, where the fuck that file go?
Yeah. When them files start popping up and yeah, man. Nah, that game was beautiful. Shout out to Team Salvato for Doki Doki. But as far as games that came out this year, I think the one that sat with me the most, as far as like I sit back and think about it, I'm like, I really enjoyed playing it. Life is Strange True Colors. I really like that one. It's not as good to me as Life is Strange 2. And it's funny because Life is Strange 2 is like the dark horse with like Life is Strange fans.
Yeah.
Probably because it's not as cute as the original. But Life is Strange 2 really like stuck with me. But Life is Strange True Colors was really dope. I like how they mixed up the power on that one. Like
Right.
as an empath, I felt that one. I was like, yo, this is exactly how that would go if the ability to be an empath was turned into a superpower. Like, I really felt that. I liked the story. I liked how they caught me by surprise. I wasn't able to predict, that ending and how it went. So anytime a story can do that, that's a good story. Anytime you can genuinely surprise me, that's a good story to me. Because a lot of times I be knowing when something's going to happen in the game.
Oh yeah.
Story.
The worst for me is when you know someone's a bad guy, you play through and then you play through that RPG for 60 plus hours, and it's like, yep, as expected, you're the bad guy.
Knew it.
The best is when you play a video game and it's the opposite. The person you truly least expect is the bad guy. When there's only a few games that do that, and I'm not gonna say which ones because then that would spoil.
It spoils it. Yeah.
But the games that do that are some of my favorite games. Easily.
I totally didn't believe the villain of that game was going to be the villain of that game. That's what I can say. He seemed very genuine, and I was blown away when he pulled the gun on me. I was like, dog, really? After everything we've been through?
It's like, me, dog, come on. We went through all this together.
Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2.
I have the whole Rush Hour trilogy. I love it. I love Rush Hour.
Yo, the best part of Rush Hour to me is like the bloopers at the end.
They even have it on the trilogy I got, a whole entire blooper reel from all the movies together.
I love it. It's the best. It's the best.
Man.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. I love that, man. But yeah, Life is Strange True Colors is probably the one that sat with me the most this year. And I think that just comes down to, again, me being playing more PC games nowadays than console games. So yeah, that's the one for me. Cause I know everybody, more likely gonna have stuff that was like on the Switch and all that. Now my Switch is so neglected. It just sits over there on the dock, just eternally charged.
You gotta find yourself a game to play.
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the Breath of the Wild sequel.
Oh, you mean Legends Arceus?
Whatever it's called. Whatever they call it. Listen, whenever Breath of the Wild sequel come out, that's the next game. Or if they come out with another Super Mario, you know what I'm saying? That's in the same vein as
like
Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. That'd be sick, Mario Odyssey too.
Yeah.
Oh, like, Gone Hunter says I have to get Eastward. Yo, you do have to get Eastward. And I think Eastward's coming to other platforms too. I know it's on Switch right now, but I think it's coming to other platforms, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just need more. I need better options on Switch. Because you know what happened? What I realized was a lot of the games that I would go into the East store and see, and I'd be like, oh, that looks interesting. And I look and I say, oh, snap, I already got that on Steam.
Yeah, a lot of the games that end up on Switch were already on Steam for like 2 years.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, well, I'll just keep getting these games on Steam. And then
because they're already half off by the time they come to Switch.
Yeah, like anything else, like if I need an exclusive, I'll get it on my PS5. Or, you know what I'm saying? If it's a sports game, I'll get it on my Xbox. So, it's I'm in that type of situation. So,
well,
I need some more games that cater to me.
Yeah,
on the Switch, because I'm not
to make you more interested in using it. Like, yeah, I'm not Mario Rabbids guy either. I'm not huge into Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, I'm not.
People try to ostracize me for that too. I'm like, bruh, I don't like Mario Rabbids. I like Mario. I don't like Rabbids.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole Rabbids thing. I've been out of Pokemon for years. I think my last Pokemon was Gold.
That's 20 years ago.
Not Gold. What was the drinks that came on Game Boy Advance?
Oh, the Ruby and Sapphire. But yo, Liquidly, shout out, says, yo, I'm out. Gotta get some sleep per usual, but hope you have a good night. Thank you, Liquidly. Blue Badge Gang, 100% click. Hope you have yourself a damn good one, yo. I know you got work in the AM, yo, so get a good night's rest, bro. And shout out to everyone who's been watching, because we've been having an awesome episode of the broadcast, yo. It's been a great time.
Mhm.
Went over all these awesome topics like the Chrono Cross remaster, going over the controversy of Aloy and other protagonists in gaming. We discussed everything with the Cowboy Bebop cancellation and the new petition to keep it canceled, and so much more stuff in today's episode. They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, man.
But yo, shout outs, Rob. Thank you for coming through. And everyone who's watching, don't forget to subscribe to the bro Rob. His link for his YouTube and his Twitter link are both in the description of the stream if you guys want to check him out for his awesome content. And then once you're over there, he also has the Rob Regal Plus channel you guys can check out too.
Right. Rob Regal Plus is on a hiatus for the moment, but I feel like I'm gonna implement that drink more later.
Yeah.
But definitely check out the main channel. More content is on the way. We're about to get busy with that for the top of 2022. A lot of videos coming. I'm gonna stream this week / this weekend since I'm off work until Monday.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm working on these videos. That's the main focus right now. I'm trying to get at least four videos done so that I can just drop them week by week and have them already done instead of having to rush to make the next one. Because a lot of these is like videos where I'm writing a script and talking about these topics with y'all.
Yeah,
so,
and you don't have to worry about making it and then uploading it right after you make it. You just make it all when you can, and it's a type of video where you don't have to worry about timing. You just upload it whenever you want. It's all
evergreen
smooth
content, man. Evergreen content. That's the goal. That's the key word for 2022, man. If you're trying to make timeless videos. So
hell yeah. But yo, Rob, thank you so much for being a guest here on the broadcast with me, bro. Seriously, it was an honor, and we got to have so much great conversation with all these topics and some great life stuff, which to me, I like getting into that type of stuff.
Yes, sir, man. I'm definitely appreciate you inviting me. It's been an honor. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to cool out and give me something to eat. And yeah, man, I feel good. Everybody, appreciate y'all for kicking it with us tonight, man. You already know. Y'all be easy, not so easy. Make sure you underdig what I'm overlaying on the underlay, as my man Pro would say. You know.
Hell yeah, yo. Have yourself a good one, Rob. I'll see you,
No
you later, man. Peace out, bro.
I'll catch you. Peace.
Catch you on the flip-flop.
Real true, 100%.
Oh man, yo, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the broadcast, episode 63, with the homie Rob of the community, Chill Squad, Click Fam, everyone coming through with the hype today. We had so many people come through. Let's get this going from the top. Shout outs to Demicor for coming through tonight's stream. Shouts to Grubby K9 for coming through. Shouts to Going Hunter, Astro off the chain. Thank you so much. As well as Raggy Froggy coming through tonight's stream. Thank you so much. As well as Old Manendorf, Skits G, the homies all coming through. Nindy Gamer. Thank you so much again to Abaddon, rejoining our community once more as a member on YouTube. Let's go. And you're actually in the Discord. I actually double checked earlier. So you are actually in the Discord still. Shout outs. Let's go. Thank you so much to Shell for coming to the stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I have lots of fun streams like the broadcast, which is a series where I discuss stuff with many friends and about news, gaming, music, all that fun stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, Shell. Thank you so much to Shadow King who came through tonight too. Shouts to Rescue Squad. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Everyone who's been watching, hanging out. As you guys know, with the broadcast, I always try my best to keep up the chat as best as possible while keeping up with the topics of discussion so they flow and they're best to understand. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much to the game looters who came through tonight. Shouts with the super chat K-Roll Dance. Thank you so much to Liquid Leaf for coming through too, as well as Jugs McGee. And yo, everyone, thank you guys for coming through. It's been a blast. And thank you, Rob, once again for being on for tonight's episode. It's been a lot of fun, bro. It says, appreciate everybody that kicked it with us tonight. Hell yeah, Rob. Blue Badge Gang in the building. Let's go. And before we wrap up, Going Hunter says, Mary Rabbit is good, though. No. Have a good one, guys. I'll be seeing you within the next few days for a new stream and maybe some new videos. I'll keep you guys updated. My Hot Take 7 will be dropping very soon, though. Have a good one, yo. Peace. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.
Real true, 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. I always grind. 100%. Bricks going back anytime on the track. We never slack, we always on attack. We got the pack in the back of the lack. Beyond the jag, all black, no Kodak. Putting cardiac, my rhymes on my neck. It sips brick season, this how we react. Days long, night, use insomniac. Count each block and each rack that we both stack. Hey, 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. I always grind. 100%. I always rhyme. 100%. 100%. 100%. I always grind.